Good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Wednesday, and it is build day 226. It's build day 226 on a construction schedule out of the Villa FELIZ. Today, we don't have to worry about the roofers. The roofers are done with their job, but we do have to worry about getting that screening put in. So I will try to mention it to my builder. My primary focus again today is going to be the sanitary plumbing. So we got some of that taken care of yesterday. We opened it up so that we can replace some of the pipe, and we have to make an opening in the wall. So my focus on that is going to be working with my builder to see if we can get that completed. I hope we can get that done today. I also received notification from the solar hot water heater people, and they want to do delivery, but they want their money first before they get the delivery and do the installation of the solar hot water heater. So I will run into town again today. I wish I would have known this yesterday because I was right there at the BDO bank to take care of that kind of business. But these things happen, and you just take care of business and move on and go forward. So that's what we'll do today. We'll make a quick run into town and take care of that business, and then get back out to Villa FELIZ and see what else goes on for today's build. So anyway, let's go ahead and get today started. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. Hey, I think I just heard Roy tipping you off. I was coming down the road. He's like, "Oh, James is coming." I like it. I like your shirt. It looks. Yeah, I know. It's a camera. I know. It looks like you're a tourist in your own barangay.
Yeah.
I need some dog food.
No.
You have what?
Afternoon. Oh.
So no eggs and no dog food. Right. Eggs today, first eggs today, because I'm out eggs.
Dog food.
And dog food. Today?
Yeah.
Okay.
This afternoon.
This afternoon, okay, I'll have it for tomorrow then. Alright, I'm gonna head in. I'll see you later. Have a great day. Morning, Tess.
Hey, morning.
How are you today?
Fine.
I'm going into work this morning, but I have to go into town. I gotta go to the bank, so I'm gonna just grab something today. But just let me know when you have something really, really good that I like. All right? See you later. Have a great day. Morning, go. really sure what's going on there. I'll have to find out later when the builder comes in. Well, it's good. I don't know when they did it, but they did the waterproofing. I hope it's the 2 coats. 3 coats is better, but 2 coats will be okay since we're only 1.5 meter down anyway. We got the pipe. We just are waiting for the shipment of gravel because we have to cover all of this with gravel, then we can backfill. That will be a happy, giggly day for me when we get that gravel in there and we do backfill and we have the earth up to the side of the house to where we need it for grade level. That will show some kind of a completion of that task. Let's look at what else is going on inside the house. So I'm going to make a bet that what they have right there is going to be used for the bottom. We're only covering the bottom of the driveway right now because we want to make sure that any type of tile that we want to put on there, a stone or some type of a fall stone or something like that, will adhere to the waterproofing for the sidewall on a vertical position. I think that's what that's for, but we also there are other areas that we need the waterproofing done, and I'm not sure. I don't think they have. No, this isn't cleaned off yet back here. This has to be waterproofed. All of this has to be waterproofed, and none of this is prepared. And the front patio has to be waterproofed also, so I'm gonna make a guess that it's for the driveway. We'll see. Sink for the laundry and the granite will be going in there. Probably working on that today. Well, what I thought the other day was the delivery of my wife's china was not my wife's china. It happened to be the sinks, the 2 vessel sinks that we have planned for the CR on the 2nd floor in the master bedroom suite. So I didn't open those boxes up because I thought it was china. I'm like, I don't need china right now. So I need to go down there and open those boxes up and see what those look like. We ordered those from AliExpress, I believe it was, and those came out of China. And then I got notification yesterday that we have a shipment coming in here from FedEx, which I thought was the vessel sinks, but that is the china. So I'm trying to coordinate for delivery for that as well. So anyway, let's go down in the basement and let's open up some boxes. It's going to be like Christmas. Wrong about the waterproofing. It was for this area again. This must be the 2nd coat, or I don't know which coat they are on this right now. But you can see they did this area, and this is what the area that I am the most concerned with, is this portion of the basement right here. And this, out of all the places around the house that held water, was this spot right here. But the reason I said it was holding water is because it was the wash off from all the mortar mix and the cement mix that was being done up here. It was falling down there, so we kind of made our own, like it was like a cement bathtub down there. But I had them chip all that up and it's clear now. So with that being done, with all the removal of the concrete and with the perforated pipe being down there and the gravel inside, and now with the waterproofing here on this, I believe we are good now for this section of the house. It's 9:12. It's not going to take me 45 minutes to get to the bank, but I will hit no traffic if I go through right now. At least I think I'll hit no traffic going through town. and I'll stop and just kind of relax in the vehicle, maybe check some email and things like that before I go inside. I'm going to the bank, and I'm making that bank-to-bank transfer for the solar hot water heater vendor. And as soon as that gets done, then they can schedule a installation. And then remember, the solar hot water heater goes on the top of that portion over there. We already have all the stainless steel bolts mounted and welded into the C-purlin, and they'll bring the mounting brackets, and we'll have solar hot water heater pretty soon. The only thing is we don't have any electricity yet hooked up in the house, and that's something I want to talk with my builder is like, when are we going to get all the circuit breaker panels, circuit breakers installed and wired up and things like that? So we should be getting very close to that. He should be bringing in his electrician for that. Two electricians we have. Anyway, let's go ahead and run downtown and take care of some banking business. So I'm done with business here. I don't need to do any more business at Robinson. It was just the banking business I need to do today. So what I want to do is I want to run over to SM because I got a couple of business items that I need to do over there. So let's do a quick jaunt over to SM Lipa. So I love the salad selection here at Robinson. So let's grab a salad from their salad bar area. And if I can find some chicken somewhere, I would love to put some shredded chicken inside there. SM right now, so I'm going to stop at the PLDT office to try to get an update on my status for my fiber installation out at Villa FELIZ. Actually, I'm going to reconsider. I'm not standing in that line. That's going to take forever. I'm going to have to come on another day. And the guy that I normally work with, the customer service rep that gets everything done for me, he is not in there. So I will come back another day. Okay, well, of course, I get a call from the FedEx people that say they're at my house right now. They're at Villa FELIZ, and they have the delivery of my wife's china. I told them it's going to be 45 minutes before I get home, and they're like, you can't wait 45 minutes. I'm like, I know you can't wait 45 minutes. So they're going to deliver tomorrow. I should be home. I should be at Villa Feliz all day tomorrow. I think I'm done with all of the things I need to do out here today. Alright, well, back at Villa Feliz, I'm going to set up the Baje Cubo, the computer up, maybe do some editing at lunchtime, and enjoy some lunch. A nice salad, and I'm going to treat myself to that pastry from Clyde. We are into the final 6 weeks of what is supposed to be the conclusion of building Villa Feliz here. Oh, look at look, it's so clear, beautiful. You see that's Mount Meloriot over there on that side. I love it when you can see the definition of the mountains so very clear. So let me get back on track. Again, we are into the last 6 weeks of construction here, and most of what we're doing right now is finishing, although we are doing some construction similar to what we're doing here, but anything that has to do with masonry goes up very, very fast, as you will have seen during the construction here. The roof line, the roof is done, a major thing. The structure of the house is done, major portion of the building. Tile will go in very fast, especially when it's the outside tile, and we'll have several people working on the tiling. Tile here will go in very quickly. I just want you to see some of the finishing work that we have inside here. When you look at the finishing work, I'm talking about some of the ceilings, things like that. What I thought was going to be one of the hardest things to get done was the one inside the great room, because remember, we're 2.5 stories up, but I want you to look at the ceiling in here now. We have some touch up on some of the walls, but remember, the walls will be having a final coat of paint, regular paint, not the white B701, the base paint that's on there. Also, today or tomorrow, and I'm going to say probably tomorrow, since I haven't gotten a phone call and a heads up notice from the Stone 2000 folks, but we're supposed to be getting the estimate and the analysis of which type of stone that we're using for this feature wall here. So I'm hoping to hear something from them very soon. I want you to take a look at this featured light, the detailed light that goes inside the hallway, inside the master bedroom suite inside here. You can really get a feel for it now that it's complete, and they're doing some final painting on it right now. So I want you to look at this. And this light feature here has 2 sets of lights. There's lights that are going to be built inside. They're going to be can lights inside. So the lights on the outside are hidden inside the recess inside there on the ceiling detail. One detail I talked about with my builder just now, just before we started looking at some of the ceiling and the finishing side here, is I asked him to take a look at this one electrical outlet that we have here inside the CR in the bathroom here inside the master bedroom suite. And what I was looking at was this right here, right? This outlet. Now this is the vanity sink that we're going to have for the 2 vessel sinks that we have here. My concern is that it's at a lower level than this. If water goes over the side, if we get splashing, and we have this outlet right here, that it might be exposed to water. Normally when you do, there are regulations, and I'm sure there are regulations. Remember I talked about a long time ago about electrical code. Well, even the Philippines has electrical codes, just like North America does, but they don't, and a lot of the code is very similar. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't follow code, and that has to do with how close you can have it to any type of a water feature like a sink or a shower or a bath. It talks about the like GFCI, ground fault circuit isolator, in the event that you make contact with the electrical outlet and you're touching water at the same time, so you don't die from the electrical current. It will trip a breaker inside here, and that's what we will put. Something, it's either a GFCI or the Philippines has something a little different. I forgot what the name is for it, but it does the same thing. This is a long story that could have been a lot shorter, but I tend to talk a lot. And so anyway, what I asked my builder to do, remember, we are going to put, it's going to be like a shelf system right here. that we can put, and this is the top that I defined up here, as a matter of fact, this line here. There's going to be shelves inside here so that we can put towels and we can put some, my wife can put some makeup and things like that here. But I want to move this, and since there's going to be a wall, small wall over here, what I'd like to do is put it on the side so you plug into the side here, and this is isolated from this area right here. And if my wife needs to use a hair dryer, or I have an electric toothbrush. I like using an electric toothbrush, and that's an optimum place for that to be. So he said, yeah, that won't be a problem once we start doing that. Another thing inside this bathroom, this CR that we have to do, is this area right here for the hot water and the cold water. We have to start thinking about installing the plumbing for that, and I have that down in the basement, and we'll pull the instructions on that. And we'll take a look, because I think the base of it, and it's tall. You do remember, oh, you were with me when we shopped at Wilcon up in Alabang, and we picked up the faucet fixture for the self-standing tub that goes inside of here. And I think it has to be embedded, in about 5 or 6 inches of concrete or something like that, which is the base. And so we have to start looking at that, how we're going to mount that. So I keep seeing all my Ethernet, my Cat 6 runs that run all through the house for all the strategic places that we're going to use data, right beside the bed, for the television, for streaming media, and things like that. That's my job. I am waiting on one of the subscribers. He lives in the United States, but his family, and he is originally from Sri Lanka. And he's actually buying one of the lots that's on this block right here once it becomes available. He's number 1 on the reservation for that lot over there. And he's coming by in November, and I believe it is November. It's like probably in about a week. And I ordered a bunch of stuff off of Amazon, and some face plates and some keystones and things like that. And he's going to deliver those. And my job is to do the termination on all those, hook them up to each one of the keystones, and build the patch panel down there, which I started already, we talked about, and I showed you earlier in one of the earlier episodes. So I'm excited about doing that, but I don't want to do any more right now until I get the finishing done, because I don't want to get paint and things like that over the covers, and it'll look nasty. So until we get some paint done inside here, which is going to be very quick, we're probably going to be doing painting in a lot of these units within the next 1 week to 2 weeks, because remember, we only have 6 weeks left. Remember this fiasco when they were going to drop the ceiling down real low for the stairwell? I want you to look at it now. By putting it all up against as close to the roofing truss as possible, this is absolutely perfect. You see the height inside here. This is the cathedral arch ceiling inside here, and the lower level is above. It's above your head, and even if you're 6 foot, it's right about, it'll end up being right about 6 foot, right in the edge. But remember, you're walking down the stairs here. So, and the angles, they did a fantastic job. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of difficult to see. Oh, you can see this one good. This one looks really good. And these were the angles I was asking my builder. I said, are your guys capable of doing it, these complex corners like this? And he told me at that point, he said, my guys have done much more complex corners using the finishing from plasterboard than this right here, and I gotta admit, they did a fantastic job. I gotta tell you, I love that piece of granite right there. And they had one more piece left at the City Hardware. This one, they had 2 pieces side by side, but this one looked the nicest. I took this one. But then again, we need something for some type of granite for the one upstairs for the master bedroom CR, master bedroom suite, the CR portion, where the vessel sink's going to be. I want something dark. I didn't want anything dark at first, but since the vessel sinks that we're using up there are reflective, and whatever is underneath it, that's what the color of those reflective mirror-like vessel sinks are going to reflect, and that's what it's going to look, that color. So I would like to get something that is a darker color so it looks a little bit like that. So we're still on the hunt for a good piece of granite for that area. So this right here is going to be the frame that's going to be used for the trench drain cover, that galvanized drain cover that's going to be used down in the basement. So they're preparing it so that it doesn't rust. They're putting the epoxy primer and everything on that. What I want you to see is the first coat. It's the very first coat of the paint for bedroom number 1 on the first floor. This is the first room that's getting a test swatch on there, and I like it. It's still got to have another one on there. But this is the color for inside of here. So you see this one right here. It's sort of a sand green kind of color. This is my wife picked out this color. She actually picked out all the colors, and I got to tell you, she did a pretty good job so far. She helped me do the one for the front of the house, which is going to be the entire exterior of the house, and the one for each one of the bedrooms and the great room. So we'll see how, and the dining room too. So we'll see how each one comes out. But I think they're going to be great colors. But this is the color. One coat, because it's still light, and you can still see. They have to put the second coat because you can see through it right now. I'm anxious to see. They still have paint inside here, so they have plenty to do where you'll see what the final look is going to be here. But I like it. So what I wanted to show you inside here, what's different from all of the gypsum board that we're using for the ceiling in the rest of the house. This is different. You notice this has a green background on it. The reason this has a green background up here is this is moisture resistant. This is the MR. We are using 13 millimeter Boreal MR moisture resistant for all the wet areas, which is basically all of the CRs, the bathroom shower areas. And it's specifically designed for wet areas so that you don't have any problem with deterioration or sagging or anything like that. So there's just so much that's going on with this special feature for the ceiling for the sunroom. I'm going to try to, I have not been up here and they're slipping by me on some of the stuff that they're doing. I don't normally do anything like, because I work with wood. I don't do a lot of painting. I don't do anything like what they're doing here. So this is new to me. This is a learning experience for me as well. But I like natural colors, like what when you do the wood, when this all gets sanded down and they put a stain finish and they put a sealant, like a satin sealant. That's what I prefer. But this is a ceiling feature, and it is going to be painted, I guess. I know it's going to be beautiful. The colors look kind of strange right now, but in the end, I guarantee it'll be very, very nice. So what they started with, they did the epoxy primer, and that's what he's actually putting on right here on this side of it here. Then what they're going to do, they're going to do some filler, and the filler that they're using is look, whatever that stuff is right there, and I don't know if that's part of this stuff right here. I haven't really been following, so I have to look and watch them do some of the mixing. It is an absolutely beautiful day here today at Villa FELIZ. Look at the skies and look at it's just a picture. If the house were finished, it would be a much better picture, but it's just a beautiful day today. But I want to remind everybody that 4 years ago, this same time period, there was a major event that affected many people's lives here in the Philippines. And I want to bring up today, it's the anniversary of Typhoon Yolanda that came through here. It devastated families, it devastated properties, and it was one of the worst natural disasters that traveled through the Philippines. My family was affected also. My brother-in-law, his wife, the family of his wife, they lost their house here, and they rebuilt. But a lot of the folks in the Philippines, I believe, are still suffering from the damage and the effect of Typhoon Yolanda. And my heart goes out to all of those folks who are still, their lives have been displaced. I hope most everybody has recovered from that disaster, but I just wanted to bring up, bring up the fact that it was 4 years ago, and we have had several people that in the comments section said, don't forget about bringing up that this is the 4-year anniversary. So I hope everybody is recovering, and I hope the best for everybody, that their lives are moving on, and prayers for those who have been affected and are still recovering. So let's talk about a change that I spoke with my builder today. I did some research last night, and yesterday I asked my builder, I didn't bring it up in yesterday's episode, I said, well, where are we at on our door? Because we're 6 weeks out and we need the garage door. We need to be able to secure the basement. And he's like, oh, I thought you were getting that. And I'm like, no, I thought you were getting that. So lead times for these kind of doors, because they have to be locally manufactured, for whether it's a regular garage door that goes across the top and drops down, or if it's the round one that goes around, which is more the industrial kind of standard that you see on commercial buildings, which I didn't like that at all. But I don't think we're going to be able to get it in place. My friend that lived over in Mount Malariah, he ordered his, he imported it from China, and it looks just like a U.S. type of a glass. It's half glass door that goes down. The top half is all glass, and I think the bottom is regular aluminum or something like that. I don't think we're going to do that, and there's another reason why I don't want to do that, because if you look up here, where it would mount at this point right here and go straight down, it's going to go right over the grate right here. Bad design. You would have openings on both sides. So what I said to my builder, I said, I think would look awesome. We don't have some of the flexibility we had with the rolling door that went down from the roof, but we will do traditional opening doors, wooden doors that open this way on this side and open on that way on the other side. And what I'll do is I'll post here some pictures in the background of the doors I was asking him to take a look at. So the people who made our door jambs and will be making the door for the front of the house, they can also make these kind of doors as well. And it will conform to the archway. So we will get an exact door that will fit perfectly in this section right here. So we're going to take a look at that. We're going to see what the cost is compared to the cost of doing all the other stuff. The only thing that I don't like about that, I really like the looks of it, but what I liked about the other one is when the garage door was closed, remember we were going to have a security gate that was built inside here, so it could be open just like this is now, except for having security gates and security bars inside there, and we would have the open air experience inside here. But we have to do with what we have to be able to complete this thing on schedule, and it's much easier for them to construct the two doors in 6 weeks than it is to try to get all the sourcing for the other items that we need. And it will actually look good, and it will fit perfectly on this portion of the door frame here and not over the grate. Now, that being said, what we will also do, we'll do a door in a door, just like we were going to do with the security gate that we were going to put inside here. And so the half a door that goes on this side right here will have a walk-through door, so that you don't have to open it all to be able to go inside here, or you don't have to go to the back of the basement to be able to go in through that door as well. I think that's going to be very nice aesthetically looking. It's going to be a little bit more of a pain for opening, but I don't mind. It's not a big deal for me. And for the weight, because I know somebody's going to say, oh, the weight of wood doors. And what we'll do is on both the doors in the center, we will put a roller, a wheel that will go, and when it opens this way or that way, the wheel will take all the weight off of the door itself, so it rolls right on top of the tile. Well, it's a little after 4 o'clock right now. What I'm going to do, I'm going to run back to the apartment. It's only 1 kilometer from here. Well, I'm not going to run, I'm going to drive, because in the truck I have the box Winky sent yesterday that has all the stuff for the community. I want to get that back to the apartment. I'm going to open it up and I'm going to do a distribution of that. Now the stuff that has to do with the children and stuff like that, I think they're mostly out in the groups on Saturday morning, so we might wait till then, or if I see them, I'll take the opportunity to distribute out Winky's candy to them at that point, when a target of opportunity. But I have groceries. I have 2 bags of groceries. I have Winky's box, and I have my backpack. So what I'm gonna drop those off, and I'm gonna come back here. We'll do a follow-up for closing for the day, and then I walk back home with like nothing on my back, so it'll be very good. So let's run back to the apartment real quick. Well, anyway, I put the box from Winky back in the apartment, but when I came home, there's like 1,000 kids in the neighborhood. It's like a Saturday gathering out here. All the kids that she wants to give her gifts of the candy to, they're all out here. So I had to go back and get my camera, and I'm gonna go back to the apartment and we'll distribute out whatever she has inside the box. I haven't opened it yet. Hi, 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 hi.
High five.
Hi, John. Hey, Mark. Hi, Mark. Hi, hey guys.
Hi, Dad. Hi, Dad.
Hi. Wow. Oh, this is just awesome. This is awesome. For my stress. Oh, this looks so good. Thank you, Winky. This is awesome. I am hooked. I am hooked. I've been trying to get snacks for a while around here. Healthy snacks. These are awesome. Look at all the dry fruits. Tons and tons and tons. And a couple of bad things inside there for me, but sometimes bad things are good things. We're gonna go distribute some of the candy to the kids. They're all out there. They don't know they're getting candy. Okay, let's put some smile on some kids' faces. Hey guys, I have something for you. So, wait. Wait. The little ones first. The little ones first. Yes. Hold on. Let's see who. Wait a minute. Did you get one? You already got one. No, you don't get two. No, it's for the little kid. Only the little kids. Only the little kids. Wait. And this. Wait, guys. Wait. This is from a friend of mine. Her name is Winky. Okay, the little. Hey guys. This is from my friend Winky that lives in Cebu. She wanted to give candy to the children here. She sent me a box of candy. So everybody here got something? Everybody? Huh? All the small kids. Oh, okay.
Thank you.
And you too. Did you get eggs? Oh, you got eggs in today?
Yes, I got a food bag.
You got eggs? You get dog food too?
Oh, dog food. No
dog food?
No stuff.
No dog. Okay, I'll get eggs tonight. Not yet, because I have to go back to work. Where is your lovely wife?
My lovely wife?
Yes. Where is she? Is she home?
Yes.
You say, tell her to come.
Yes. Wait. Why?
'Cause I have a gift for her.
Yeah.
I have a gift.
Lovely.
She is lovely. What are you talking about?
Michelle.
She's lovely when she's ironing, though. You said when she was ironing, she was
Your
lovely.
name is Michelle, not lovely.
Anyway, one of the subscribers on the channel, she sent down a package, a bunch of candy for the children, and she said, make sure that I give Michelle and Roy, make sure they give. So one for you and one for you, and then one. Well, it's Winky is her name. Just tell.
What's it?
Winky.
Thank you.
Say,
Winky.
Salamat, Winky.
Salamat.
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 Somebody sees you every day, you and Lola Janet, and she says you're part of her life every day. So she sent you guys. She sent you guys. Let's see. I have another air.
Thank you.
For you guys.
Very much.
Her name is Winky.
Salamat.
Winky.
Salamat.
Salamat, Winky.
For you.
For me, that's for you. It's for
very
you.
much.
That's for candy. All right, that's from a friend of mine. So.
Thank you very much.
Let me go down to Yolanda's children because she always sees Yolanda's children too.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. So I have something. I have something for all of you guys. I have something. I got all kinds of. There. Ah.
Yeah, one by one.
There. So for you. You. But for you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
All of them. What about? Oh, everybody got some. Everybody got some. Okay. It's my friend from Cebu. Her name is Winky. She wanted to send all the children with to see. Wait. And more. And there's more. And there's more. And there's more. There's more. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Kita, lollipop. Masarap yan. Hindi ko pala natawag si Makoy.
And come on, sweetie.
Thank you.
Hey, air. Also,
Stay by now.
all right. The kids, all the kids got something. Okay. All right, you're welcome. Bye. I have a present for you. I got a present for you. Yeah. It's from a friend in Cebu. She said, give you, and give you, where's Jai? Is Jai here? Jai's next to him? He sleep? You give this to Jai. And for you, you have some more candy.
Thank you. Thank you, Jai.
2, 4.
Yeah, dami pa. Jai daw to kay Jai.
Yeah. Let's see. I think, and you get another one right there. Okay? Okay, bye. Did you miss me? You're a mess. You are covered in construction dust. But have you been doing sanding today, huh? Have you been doing sanding, huh? Okay, come on. I have some treats for you from Winky. I have to bring them tomorrow. I'll bring them tomorrow. You and Marianne. So anyway, it's the end of the day. That was crazy. Yeah. Never go in front of a mob of children with candy. But it was fun, and thank you, Winky, for providing a little bit of happiness into a bunch of the kids' minds. And look at you. Wait till tomorrow. Wait till you get your treat tomorrow. Wait till you get your treat tomorrow. So I'm going to close for today, but before I do, I'm going to just do a quick wrap-up of what we did here at the house today at Villa FELIZ. And it seems like I'm really happy with the progress from today. You didn't see in the background today, you see all the dark spots on the top of all the fence posts. They're doing the final preparation before they install the precast that's going on all of those posts out there. You saw a big area that got worked on today was down inside the driveway. And we'll do a real quick walk over there real fast and take a look. So we are getting into into a finished mode. Tiles on the top, tiles on this side, and grass blocks inside there. And the grass block will eventually, a lot of it will go over the tiles on there, and it will look like almost like nothing but grass up there. So that's going to be beautiful. Look at the retaining wall going to the side of the house right here. So this is going to be once they get this one done, this one's done today. This will be the final staging area for where the vehicle set. The vehicle will be washed in this area. It will park out here when it doesn't need to be inside the house. And we'll have a light over there, and the precast is going to be a beautiful precast that goes around the archway. And wait, I hope you like the doorway. I don't know exactly the style. It'll be similar to the pictures that I showed you earlier today. But can you imagine with the retaining walls on both sides and then the wooden, dark wooden door inside there? And I hope we can find some black cast iron for simulated hinges or something like that on there. I think it would look really good. Inside the house, and we're not going to go all the way inside because there's nothing but a bunch of sanding and putting finishing coats on everything. You saw a lot of that was done today. Today also, for the retaining wall that's going to extend from here and go around the coconut tree and line the driveway. You saw that was also had attention as well. And on the lining, they're finishing off the trenches and the framework for the galvanized drain trench cover. You saw that being put together today as well. And again, up here is some of the trench work that's going to be done for our retaining wall that takes us to the street. And tomorrow you are gonna get I'll bring you a treat in. Winky sent you a treat too. You'll like that. Oh, you guys are covered with construction material down here. Also, the special feature ceiling that's going in the sunroom is coming to life here. So many different types of finishing going on here before they sand it and do whatever the I have no idea what the final coat is. I think it's going to be a surprise. I really don't know, but I know my builder is an architect, and he's the one who designed this as well for this area up here. So anxious to see that. And as they go along and they're doing different things, that I try to capture the material and the finishing materials and things like that. So you saw what they did today when they were doing the mixture, the hardening solution that makes a little bit of the purplish rose red type color, along with the what do they call this, the polyester body filler, and that's filling all the holes where the nails have been recessed inside there, so you don't see any of that. It'll look like a completely finished product like this. Of course, I'm sure there's more sanding and other things that have to be done with that. Just in the short amount of time that I ran back to the apartment for the kids, and just before I left here, I saw him working. He was painting on this. So you can see this room this is more than a swatch. There was enough in this 1 gallon over here. Let's see what's left. Not much. It's almost empty, but it was enough to do most of it. So I would say another gallon for a second coat on there. And sometimes you have to put 3 coats on. So it might take 3 coats. I don't know what we're doing here. But look at the color. It's kind of a gray-green color. And you'll notice a big difference when they put the lights inside there, when the candle lights go inside and the lights from the roof, and it'll give a different effect on the walls, and it'll bring out the color even more than from the natural light from the background out here. Because remember, the temperature out here that's going inside, it's a brighter white light, and the lights that we're doing the warm lights inside there. I think it seemed to me, I remember, it's 3,000, or I don't remember. You know, when you look at LED lights, it will tell you from the soft that goes all the way up to the outside light kind of. So we're going to use soft lights throughout the entire house. You also saw them installing the Burrell MR, the moisture-resistant plasterboard, gypsum board in the wet room inside here, in the CR. And this is going to end up being a manhole to go inside and get into the attic. And what I did, I asked my builder, I said, instead of just leaving, most places what they do is they just cut a hole. It'll be just like that. It'll be a hole, and then they'll stick the piece that came out of there. It'll fit right inside of there. And there's no trim or anything like that. I asked them to put trim so it looks a little bit manicured. Beginning of the cutout for the stainless steel under counter sink that goes on the granite counter that goes inside the laundry room. I've been waiting for this. It was just a major score for me to get that when I was down at Handyman yesterday. And upstairs in the hallway for the master bedroom suite inside here, the CR closet bedroom inside there. But in the hallway, the special feature lighting ceiling kit that we have up there, the detail, as well as this one that got installed in the hallway area on the outside, which is, it's really the loft that looks down, or the observation deck that looks down there. They got that installed and they're working on the finishing there as well. All very soft lights, because all lights will be around the edge or recessed inside, and you won't see those, and it'll be a very soft, very comforting type of a feeling with the lighting inside here. Today, but some of the plumbing was done. My builder himself was doing the water connections here for the downspouts that are going to contribute to the water that's going to the cistern. And in the event that it fills up, which I doubt it ever happens, this is set up so that the flow will go in the opposite direction and go and dump out inside the storm sewer. It's at a pivot point at that, and we have several inches of airspace inside there, so the flow won't back up, and we'll have free flow that goes to the sewer, so that we never have any backups. I think it would have to take about 30 days worth of steady rain every single day, all day long, to fill up that cistern back there. So I don't think it's something that we have to worry about. Also, I will be installing a measurement device that shows me the level of the water inside there, so we'll be able to constantly monitor it as well. Anyway, it's time for me to go home. It's getting darker earlier. It's getting into the winter season. I don't know what they call the fall winter season. I don't even know if they have a fall season here, because it's like the temperature is very, very comfortable. It is extremely nice right now, so this is a good time of year. But some of the vegetation will start dropping off and things like that, although the grass will be here all year round. It doesn't die off or go into dormant state like it does in the cooler zones like we have in the United States. So let me take off and get home and try to get this edited out to you at a decent time this evening. So anyway, if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share, and if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen, and you will be subscribed, and you will be notified each time I upload a new video. And I want to thank all the folks, again, I always say this, thank all the folks like Winky who provide something for the community. It's a wonderful gesture on our part to do things like that, and it's also a wonderful gesture for all of you who actually hang around and watch those little ads that go across the screen and don't just hit skip on those. Because of you watching those ads, it puts a little bit more of funding into this channel, and I can also distribute that to the community as well. So I want to thank all of you who actually do take the time out to watch those ads. So until tomorrow, you have a wonderful and blessed day.